After their friend Piglet is found dead in a ditch, Christopher Robin and Boo freak the fuck out. Coming up today on the Geekasaurus, we cover the Ranger. Welcome back to our little video series on the professions of Guild Wars 2. Today we are looking at the Ranger. Before we get into too much discussion of the Ranger, I wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on today. Today is May 14th, 2012, and we are going to have a stress test beta test today. Very, very excited about it. ArenaNet is opening up the servers so that we can play for, I think, 7 hours. At least that's what the official time is. They have been opening the servers up a little bit early. So today I am going to do a lot more PvP. I didn't do as much during the beta weekend, and I'm going to make sure that I use my Ranger. Why? Well, Rangers have some amazing abilities in PvP, and I want to try them out. So that's going to be my main focus today, I think, getting my Ranger up a little higher level and playing him in PvP. Alright, enough of that. Let's get on to the Ranger class overview, where I discuss some of the things I like and don't like about the class. In other MMOs, this class would be called Hunter, but here we're calling it a Ranger. Effectively, it's the same thing. It's a ranged character that has a pet. This pet does all the fighting for you, well, at least at distance. So it's basically insta-party, just add water. One of the really nice features of this game is when you make your character, you say what pet you'd like to start out with, which is pretty cool. I said I want a bear, and I'm going to call my bear Pooh. Like in other MMOs, which we will not name, well, okay, we'll call it World of Warcraft. You don't have to pay money to change your animal's name. You just click on it and say, I'm not going to call you Pooh anymore, I'm going to call you Bubba. Bubba McBear. And as you traipse through the countryside with Bubba McBear, you earn experience points together. Alright, so say you really don't like Pooh. You don't like a bear, and you want something else. All you have to do is find a juvenile creature somewhere out in the world, and that new critter can become your pet. And as you would expect, or as you would hope to expect, every pet that you pick up will have a different set of abilities. Like bears, they claw things. And if you find a scorpion, it shoots poison or injects poison as it fights. I believe, if my math is correct, you have the ability to get up to 42 different pets. You can't use them all at once, but here's the really cool part. Remember in World of Warcraft when you were running around and you found that rare uber awesome pet, and you had some pet that was with you forever, but you really wanted that rare one? So what did you end up having to do? Releasing your really good close companion that's been with you from the beginning, and then picked up some strange new one, and it was kind of sad because you were always like, that was a really fun pet. I remember we leveled for the past 15 levels together or whatever. Now, ArenaNet has said, no, you don't need to do that. Just make your pet disappear, you get the new one, and it stays forever in your sort of pet bank. And you can call them out whenever you want. That to me is not only epic, but really, really cool. ArenaNet recognizes that players that play pet classes get attached to their pets. You know, you go through hell together. And instead of punishing you with some sort of restriction that's predefined by software, they say, hey, you know what? Once you find a bear out in the wild and you tame it, you can always get him back. It's the little things in life that make you happy. Okay, let's move on to the weapons that the Ranger would carry around and use. In the main hand, they get a sword or one-handed axe. Offhand is one-hand axe, dagger, torch, or horn. Two-hand is short bow, long bow, or great sword. Pretty obvious, but what's missing from here? Guns. Guns are the domain of the engineer, which we will discuss at length tomorrow. All of the Ranger long-range weapons, such as the short bow and long bow, are combo weapons, meaning that when a field is placed down, say like a thief puts down a poison field, and you fire your arrows through that poison field, it then poisons all of those arrows. Pretty cool, right? And later on in higher levels, Rangers do have their own field that they can put down that they can shoot things through, which is why I can't wait to try them out in PvP today. Another really cool feature of the longbow is that The farther away the mob is from you, the more damage it does. I guess their theory is you're lobbing the arrow, and as it's falling, it's gaining more momentum, and it does more damage. Whatever the physics are, it works, and it's pretty cool. The other weapons that the Ranger has also can go at range, which is kind of strange. Like the axes, the one-handed axes. You start out with a one-handed axe, and you can throw it. So even though you'd think, oh, all I can do is go and do melee, and as a Ranger that's a little bit difficult, they've already thought of that, and they said, no, you can throw them. You just can't throw them all that far. I won't go into the details of every single weapon, but there's things like a channeled type ability, which you can shoot. It's number 2. You can see that on my bar here. And that does is it quick shot, and it's almost like a machine gun. It just rapidly fires them out. One of the very coolest abilities in this game, I think, is they brought back volley. For those of us who played Hunters quite a bit in World of Warcraft, we missed that ability to lob thousands of arrows on your opponents, which did crazy AoE, remember? And it just was overpowered and they got rid of it. But ArenaNet has decided that, no, we're going to bring that back, and it's going to be really awesome. And it is. The arrows just thump the ground as they come down, and it's really cool. Very nice effect, very high damage, which is as it should be. Okay, that's a little bit of the specifics. What do I think of the Ranger as a class in general? Well, in World of Warcraft I had 2 level 85 Hunters. I love playing pet classes, as you heard from my Necro video. So in this game, Guild Wars 2, I think it's a very effective class. Huge problem though. Okay, here's the big problem. They are awesome in PvP. I mean, so overpowered that they're gonna nerf them real soon. Do I care? No. I like to play a profession because I like to play a profession. Not that it's the flavor of the month and everybody's playing a hunter now because everybody wants to play a hunter. I don't roll like that. So I still think that they are a great class to play. They're awesome because their pets are so diverse. You can make so many different choices. You can say, hey, today I feel like playing with a bear, and tomorrow I want to play with a wolf. So go find yourself a wolf. ArenaNet has grasped that point in this game and have embraced it and said, you know what, we're not going to punish Rangers for wanting to be Rangers. They have pets? Sure. Let's give them just about every pet we can think of. And for those of us like myself who have to have all of the rare ones, they're out there. And they've made them rare and hard to get, and that's cool. I can foresee this being probably one of the 2 professions I play a long term in release. Very excited about it. Okay, that about wraps it up for the video today. It's gonna cut it a bit short. Wanna get ready for the beta coming up in about 2 hours. So I appreciate you all for watching. Please subscribe to my videos and check out my site, my Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. I'm out there. See ya!